Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Disregard the gigantic mess that is the Curd studio. It doesn't matter. Good morning, AWR Rams. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to join me here on this beautiful morning where we are going to be experiencing the Mario Kart World Direct by Nintendo. It's happening in about 20 minutes from now, and there is a reason that I was hesitating so long on actually doing full-on coverage of everything that's been going on these past 2 weeks. You would think, you would genuinely think that much more time has gone by since we got the unveiling and Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. You would think so, right? Let me tell you, not a lot of time has gone by. Just being so real. Yeah, only 2 weeks. Sure, 2 weeks have gone by, but oh my goodness, man, the amount of paranoia, organized panic, pricing situations, oh my goodness gracious. So I want to go over a couple of things. Just starting off right now, if we go over, just want to make sure that I've got everything correct over here. I'm sure that this is correct here. Yep. So if we go over to the Nintendo site, if we go to the Nintendo Switch 2 page, it has a prompt on how to buy. If we go on how to buy, it will say that you can register for the My Nintendo store with your Nintendo account. And if you guys didn't do this on April 2nd, I did this right after we wrapped up the live stream. But if you guys didn't do this on April 2nd, I've got a good feeling that this won't that you won't be selected for this. I'm hoping that that's not true. It seems like Nintendo is very prepared, and they've been supplying a lot of retailers and such with Nintendo Switch 2 systems. But if you guys registered for this on April 2nd or maybe April 3rd, and you guys have at least 12 months of a paid membership and a minimum of 50 total hours of gameplay as of April 2nd, you should be fine for this. I can't say for certain, of course, but that's just what we're basing this off of. It's a first come, first serve basis. Other than that, again, there's no way to really guarantee. Pre-orders have not been announced as a date yet for GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, all of your basic local retailers, at least in the United States. I know that the UK went through their pre-order situation, and that was insane. That did not go over super well. There were a bunch of people in the Americas that were attempting to get their orders through on UK markets, and Amazon pretty much just canceled every pre-order that was scheduled to ship out to the United States. In my honest opinion, really funny. Pretty entertaining. There's another side of this that makes this registry really great for the My Nintendo store, and that is the fact that scalpers have been getting crushed by this. Scalpers have been attempting to buy the Switch 2, get their pre-orders in, and they're going on places like eBay and such, and they are actively getting their pre-orders completely canceled. I'm looking on eBay actually right now. And if we take a look at this, guys, it's not looking all too great for them. If we go over here, you can see that there's a Nintendo Switch 2 console plus Mario Kart bundle, $541.50. Now, honestly, and this is from Australia, so shipping is not specified and everything. There are a lot of people watching these, guys, and this is the only one that I see up right now. All of the other ones seem to have been completely removed. Yeah, if we're just taking a look through here, all of them are just gone. And that's, I gotta be honest, Nintendo is taking a dub against scalpers, and I mean, they've got eBay and they've got Amazon. All these other online retailers are completely combating this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Nintendo Switch 2 console, Mario Kart World bundle, pre-order, pre-sale, $795.74, and a $26 fucking delivery fee. What is this? Like, what are we doing here? It just warms my heart, honestly, that these guys are stocking up on pre-orders and they're either canceling and losing their down payments of those pre-orders, or they just get their money back. No one ends up really losing. But it's really satisfying that this likely, fingers crossed, won't become another Nintendo Wii early adopter Nintendo Switch situation, because that was absolutely horrifying. I got very lucky when it came to the Nintendo Switch on day one. I got my hands on the last non-pre-order Nintendo Switch system at my GameStop at the time, because I just couldn't get a pre-order in time. And that was horrifying. I waited in line at GameStop for about 8 hours. $763.88 with a $42 delivery fee from Australia. Seems like they're going the Australia route right now. Matt Logan, Mario Kart. How are they putting up the listings when scalpers may not have the chance to receive the emails to get a pre-offer from Nintendo? Your guess is as good as mine. I really could not tell you. It's if I had to guess, these are people from the UK. And again, like areas like Australia, and they're like, well, people in the United States are going to freak out when pre-orders are either exorbitant because of potential tariff pricing such, or pre-orders are just going to be super minimal in the United States, and they're probably banking on that to be the case scenario. Regardless, we don't know yet. I'm hoping that during this direct, we are going to get a lot more context on what pre-orders are going to look like, maybe some more transparency on what the pricing is going to be for systems in the United States. That's, oh my God, that's a whole other thing, guys, that I'm going to pull up right now. Again, I had a lot of talking points that I want to cover, which is why I started this off so early on. It makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense. Yep, it makes no sense in my mind, honestly. If we go over back to the Nintendo website, and we're taking a look at the Mario Kart front page here, guys. Really beautiful graphics, beautiful artwork and such, and they really entice you with all these really great, really cool, interesting features, and then you get all the way down to the bottom beyond all of these features, and you get hit with the MSRP of $79.99. This was a absolute deal breaker for so many people. They saw, wow, look at all this awesome Mario Kart World stuff. This looks amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on this. It's a launch title for the next generation of Nintendo. That'll be $80, please. And it's really disappointing that this is the case scenario, because so many people are going to be so much more hesitant now on getting Mario Kart World, on getting a Switch 2 at the beginning of this new generational leap for Nintendo. It's a genuine shame, if I'm being honest. Now, hear me out. I'm a little speculative of this, but I think that they priced Mario Kart World at $80 for a very good reason. Now, very good might be a bit of an exaggeration here, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to the $80 pricing, I'm not saying it's a very good reason because it's justified. In no world would any first-party AAA title be worth more than what we have now, which is $70. And I know that we keep saying that over the years. We're like, oh, I don't want to pay more than $50 when it came to the Nintendo Wii generation. And then it was like, okay, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the Wii U, they make pretty good HD games. Okay, maybe not the Wii U, but I'm not paying anything more than $60. That is my limit. And then the pandemic happened, and then companies like EA decided, you know, we're going to make our sports games. We're going to make FIFA. We're going to make 2K. We're going to make all these games $70, but it's only going to be our games. And then everyone was like, I'm not going to pay more than $70 for my games. And here we are now with Nintendo now setting the standard of $80. $80 for a Nintendo Switch 2 game. Now, granted, this isn't the status quo for every Switch 2 game. At least it doesn't seem that way. Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be $70. But then when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 editions, people are really upset at the fact that that the original Nintendo Switch games, if you want the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, you're going to be paying $80. Now, this both is and is not the case scenario. I don't know if they have it in such fine print now, but when it came to the pricing on at least Nintendo's website and such, if we are to look at Nintendo Switch 2 editions, we could see that there are a lot of games that are priced at $80 when it comes to like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV, I think is what it's called. And then there's the notorious Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom stuff. So here we have the Nintendo Switch 2 edition page of their website where they give a little bit of oversight to what upgrade packs and Switch 2 editions really mean. And now, obviously, you can get an upgrade pack if you already own the Switch version of the game. And bundles like this stuff, this is all going to be at launch because this is part of the Nintendo Switch expansion pack subscription service. So if you already have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, considering that, oh, this song is such a banger, considering that these games are owned by, like, these are some of the most owned Switch games, it makes sense why they included it in the expansion pack. If you ask me personally, every Switch 2 edition game should be included in the expansion pack, but I guess there's a reason I don't work at Nintendo. But I think that I think honestly, this makes the Switch 2 editions of these two games at least a little bit more justified. Mario Party Jamboree, this is honestly the first Mario Party game I didn't even buy. I kind of fell out of Mario Party towards the end of college. And then, yeah, when it comes to Forgotten Land and stuff, like, these are games that are already released. Pokemon Legends ZA and Metroid, they're going to obviously launch with their own versions and such. Now, they're talking about how to get an upgrade pack for this and everything. And notice, again, they don't specifically mention pricing here. How come some old Nintendo games were cheaper then? For example, games on older consoles would be $50, but on Switch, they're $60. Are they going to incorporate this with Switch 2 GameCube feature? So when it comes to that, the answer to that really is just greed. I've talked a couple of times on the channel about Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. That is an HD port of the 3DS version of Donkey Kong Country Returns, and the 3DS version was already a pseudo port of the Wii version of the Wii original of Donkey Kong Country Returns, and that came out in 2010, 2011, and again, that was priced at $50 in 2010, 2011, and it's kind of outrageous that they're pricing such old games at full MSRP $60. It's absurd, and it's solely because of the fact that Nintendo can get away with it. And I say can and not think they can, because unfortunately it seems like that, like, that is just the case scenario, that, like, they really can get away with it. Nintendo has been crushing it in sales of re-releases, like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, a port of a 2013 3DS game that sold, it was low for Mario standards, but that still sold over like between 5 and 7 million copies, which is just absurd that they were able to sell. And that game sold at $40 in 2013. $40 on the 3DS, and they sold it for $60. And if you ask me, personally, not that much of a graphical update. But hey, what are you going to do, I guess? Like, I mean, in my case scenario, I just didn't buy Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I've already played it countless times on my 3DS. It's one of my favorite games on the 3DS, honestly. But I didn't see a justification in getting it on my Switch. But yeah, it's absurd that they think they can get away with stuff like that. When it comes to the Nintendo Switch GameCube feature, this is an embedded feature of Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, and it's going to be exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. So if you have the expansion pack subscription, you're going to have GameCube games already embedded into that, so you don't have to pay anything additional, which honestly I think is pretty great. I've been waiting for GameCube games forever. If we just take a look here, they're talking about Nintendo Switch Online here. We've got the GameCube trailer and such. There are going to be 3 games at launch, which is going to be the Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, and Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2, I would not have expected that, personally. That's kind of insane that Soul Calibur 2, featuring Link from The Legend of Zelda, is going to be a launch title of Nintendo GameCube Online. I think that's pretty fantastic. But on to today's coverage, the Mario Kart World Nintendo Direct. What are we expecting? Now, with 5 minutes until the Direct, there's only so much they can really talk about because, I mean, there was a lot that was mentioned at the Nintendo Switch 2 unveiling direct. You can drive virtually everywhere. Oh, excuse me, you can drive virtually everywhere. Why is XQC in the Nintendo stream? What is going on here? Hashtag raise the price. This is why XQC sucks. But when it comes to the content they can show off, I both think that they can show off a lot and that they can show off a little. Now, the reason I think that they can show off a lot is because we had case scenarios like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, a game that to everybody just looked like another generic, though pretty remixed, very stylized, very personalized 2D Mario game, the first one in decades, with personality behind it. But that was only a 15-minute direct. In those 15 minutes, you guys should go back and watch my initial reaction to it back in 2023 if you haven't already. But man, those 15 minutes were action-packed, full of so much content that it felt like it was a 30-minute direct. I am holding out hope that it will be the same case scenario for Mario Kart World. And I have a lot of faith that it will be. The only reason that I'm a little bit hesitant with a little bit of salt, a few grains of salt there, is because of the fact that we already got like about 5 to 10 minutes already of Mario Kart World stuff. The trailer was about 4.5 minutes, and then the overview was about another 3 to 4 minutes or so. So, I mean, what else can we really see here? They already talked about online functionality and the social interactions when it comes to free roam. Maybe they'll talk about dedicated servers for online play. That's a lot to hope about. I don't know if that's going to become the case scenario. I think they're going to be talking about when it comes to maybe mission mode, maybe a story mode of something when it comes to going in the free roam open world by yourself. They'll probably talk about unlocking characters, how that's going to work, different stylized outfits. Like we see each character has like 4 to 5 different outfits, and they count as separate character slots again, like they did with Tanuki and Cat Mario in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Wasn't a big fan of that. I know a lot of people love to open their multiplayer games like Smash and such when it came to the Echo Fighters, and they like to see this gigantic array of a character selection screen, and it's like, wow, look how much content is in this game. Look at all these characters. But like 5 to 6 of the characters can be condensed into 2 character slots. I just think it's artificial padding. I hate it. And it's really annoying. It tricks you. It tricks you psychologically into thinking that there is more value in your game than there actually is. And considering that we're paying $80 for this, there's going to be a lot of psychological manipulation, I got a feeling. I say that as a diehard Nintendo fan, my ride or die console. I say that out of love. I'm going to be getting Mario Kart World anyway. I'm going to be ideally going for the Mario Kart bundle of the Switch 2. But again, at the end of the day, I'm a guy who needs money to live like everybody else in the world, and I can't help but physically cringe when I verify my purchase for an $80 game. Now, granted, the Switch 2 bundle with Mario Kart is only $50 more, so you're technically saving 45% of the price with Mario Kart World. But you know what? I still can't look past it. And I don't think anyone should really try and look past it. It's not fair. I don't think it's justified. I don't think it's fair. We've got just about less than 60 seconds until this direct starts, guys. I'm looking forward to this. Are you guys excited for Mario Kart World? I can hardly wait. We're still a month and a half away from launch with the system and the game, and it's going to be grandiose. Oh man, I really can't wait. Man, dude, yapping this early in the morning, my body is not prepared for it. Oh. At the last second, I was like, I gotta get water bottles. I'm going to be so dehydrated. This is going to be rough. But yeah, roughly 15 minutes. I don't expect this to be... I expect this to be super dense with information, but I don't know what they're going to talk about. I feel like we already got so much. So, mission mode, story mode, potentially online play, maybe some like movement tech, gameplay features like the wall jumping, like going on the grind rails. It seems like you can make your cart jump, like fully jump, which is going to be how you easily access grind rails and such. And here we go. Okay. How's the audio? How's the audio? How we feeling on this mix? How we feeling on this audio, guys? Wow, look at... Oh, man, wow, haunted mansions and stuff all in one world. I'm really looking forward to this, man. This game looks so clean. Wow. Another?
Welcome to the Mario Kart World game, available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Okay.
What kind
all
of
right.
races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix.
Yep.
But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and
Man.
even the ocean,
Oh, Daisy!
you can drive first
My
place
wife.
everywhere in this fully interconnected world. Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world.
Man, look at the height you can get.
Freely drive between them.
This is so cool.
There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
All right, I know there are a lot of rehashed courses and remixed track layouts that are incorporated into this big open world I've seen.
Courses are found
Man.
throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
Yeah?
Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore.
I'm going to call out if they're new or not.
Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit,
Cool, cool.
and cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it.
The curves around the canyon, I like that.
See the sights and structures of Crown City.
Crown City! Saw this in some Nintendo Switch 2 Experience gameplay. This is so cool.
Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals. Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
This is based off the Comet Observatory, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
While soaking up the scenery. Have a spirited showing at the ghostly
Oh, that's cool.
It's a whole new kind of
Oh, look at this art style, man. So cool.
In addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory.
Toad's Factory. We're so back, baby. Beach, beach. Oh, this looks very different now. Wow.
Mario Shipyard, and
Shout out.
more.
Thank-
Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world.
Yes.
Where races can happen.
These aren't all the courses, right? This doesn't look like a lot. At first glance, doesn't look like a whole lot of courses. I hope that's not all of them.
Race as familiar
Oh,
characters
man,
like
dude.
Mario,
This music is banger. Man. Look how stylized the fonts are and everything.
Bowser,
I don't know if we're getting Baby Part 2. I don't know.
plus new drivers like Goomba,
He has no hands. How is he holding the wheel?
Spike,
Yeah, Spike.
and that's right, Cow.
Yeah, cow, baby.
And more new racers are waiting and ready to roll.
This is insane.
Select your character.
Oh, there's a sort button.
Vehicle, then you're off to the races.
No customizable cars.
Characters
And I'm fine with
vehicles
that.
Each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
Press the plus button, you can change your cart brand. That's really cool.
There are two main styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix
Okay.
and
So no
Knockout
hidden
War.
third mode. Okay. That's fine.
In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history.
They said that verbatim
Rivals
last time.
aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills,
Jeez.
attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other
Toad went completely sideways. I love the kaboom stylization on explosions. That's super cool.
And now, get ready for
Excuse me.
Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world.
Yep.
You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup. and
28
aim for the top spot.
28 Grand Prix tracks. Not bad.
In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit.
But some retro tracks are part of that original Grand Prix, so it's not all
Second
original.
race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City. For the first time, You'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix.
I like that
So
idea a
don't
lot.
sleep at the wheel.
A lot of people aren't fans of the straightaways, but I don't really care. I think it's
And
cool.
if you conquer all Grand Prix cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
You have to get Rainbow Road to get. You have to get first place in all of them to unlock Rainbow Road.
Knockout.
Oh, it's like a whole. Maybe it's a whole world, a whole Rainbow Road world, like a
And more.
compilation of all of them.
Extended races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready for a sprint.
So I think the courses are reused from Grand Prix to Knockout Tour. That's the feeling I'm getting from this.
Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running.
They reused this clip from last time. That's fine.
The competition gets more
I'm just a big
intense.
stickler for this.
Close in on the
I work in marketing, so
You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your eyes
I
on the
do like
prize
this.
and aim for first place.
man. Nice. Good finish, Wario. I hate you, Wario. Item coverage. Oh, gold shell. Hammer Brother hammers.
Drastically
Oh.
change the outcome of a race.
Oh, don't I know it.
Here are some new items.
Cheap,
that'll
cheap
help you
fish.
out.
Monty Mole.
Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to
What a concept.
Just don't let your rivals cash in first. Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning.
I'm a little shocked the ice flowers only new now. Like,
And nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time.
oh, that's
Be
cool.
used to block off rivals. Mega mushroom. With the mega mushroom,
It's good to see this back. It came back in Mario Kart Tour on the mobile devices.
feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks.
Oh, so you can avoid red
You
shells.
may even discover some unexpected routes.
Hey!
Comet. With the
Oh, that was fire.
animals will transform. What other mysterious
Oh, they turned them all
effects
into like charging Chuck and other enemies. That's
the
cool.
lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when you
makes
get
sense.
items, go for it.
Lightning is super cool. What lightning actually affects weather conditions in this game I've seen. So
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way.
smart steering, vertical camera, horizontal camera, tilt controls, auto use items
You stay on the course.
from Mario Kart Tour. Interesting.
You can hold a Joy-Con 2 controller.
That is just a
horizontally.
still image.
Motion controls the steer. And
Joy-Con
if
2
you have the
wheels, yep.
Joy-Con 2 wheel,
I figured.
you can feel like you're really driving.
No, you can't. That's not how that works.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-through. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash
Cool. Dash food. Interesting.
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
Cool. Yeah.
Eat some
Whoa.
sushi and... Whoa, nice threads.
Funny.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
Figured. Yeah.
Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find?
Pirate
Pit stop
Wario.
And check out these drive
Oh.
all around the world.
Wow, there's a lot of different ones.
That was a nice detour.
Cool.
Now let's get back to the action.
Yeah, please. Please, let's do it. New tricks. All right, we're going to be talking about the multi-trick
Tricks
features.
That'll help you ace each race.
All right, come on. Hit me with them.
Charge jump.
Charge jump, yep.
Now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
Use this to leap over obstacles.
Oh, man. That's so
Along
sick.
power lines, and dodge attacks from your rivals.
Badass.
And if you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
So cool. Only a short period of time, though. Okay.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like this. Ah, so close. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
What?
This will return your vehicle to its original position.
Whoa, what?
Nice, made it.
Whoa. What? Whoa!
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
But what about during a race? That was really cool.
Though, your rivals will still move normally when you reach.
That's what I thought.
So
That's what I
don't
thought.
lose your lead.
Wow.
One
Very
race in, and
interesting.
even more races.
Still a battle mode.
In
Whoa.
time trials, it's you against the clock.
Ooh, the B-Dasher's back.
Here
Sick.
you can race without any other competitors. And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world.
Yeah, sick. Sick. I'm glad the time trials are still a thing. I mean, I expected as much.
Customize
But
the rules of the road in versus race.
race count, teams, items,
You can
class.
use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course.
Cool.
Or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
I feel like I'm in the minority of that likes the transitional races.
Choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or
You could
no
jump on
county.
other races? That's funny. Jump on other racers. That's really
Up to
cool.
24 drivers can now compete
4
in 2,
teams.
3, or even 4
There's
teams.
so many people now. My goodness.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
Team race is awesome. I like that.
Next up, battle mode. Pop off locally or online in balloon battle. Use items to burst your rivals' balloons. Pop them all.
Okay, so they have battle courses and you can battle in the racetracks, like in the
For
overworld.
the gold by collecting the most coins.
Okay, cool.
Race or battle.
So they have the best of both worlds. Like what they tried initially with Mario Kart 8 on Wii U and then what they fixed in 8 Deluxe. Oh, man.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you.
Yeah,
No roads, no
we already know this, kinda, so.
Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert.
The world is
Or
huge.
jump off from way up here.
You can do,
go wherever
oh, you can do,
like,
you can do as
even
many
to
tricks
the
as you want.
edges of the world. Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Cool.
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Hundreds? Hundreds? What?
Completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
I know you'll love free roam.
There are
Absolutely.
also
Oh my
hidden
god.
Coins,
Hidden coins.
hidden panels,
Panels.
more. So take the scenic route and explore.
This is giving such open zone vibes from Sonic Frontiers. Like pure open zone.
Whenever you like.
I'm excited for photo mode. I'm gonna pop off with photo mode.
Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate and
Cool.
nice.
Nice. Yeah.
That one's a winner.
I wonder if they're gonna put Easter eggs and secrets in free roam. Without a doubt, there's going to be a lot. There's gonna be so much. All right, online. Here we go.
If one person has Mario Kart,
Oh,
up to 4 players can race in split screen.
it's
on
at
the
30
same
frames in 4-player. Don't play this.
The game
Don't play
also
4-player, guys.
supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players with up to 2 players.
Don't
on
play
each
with more than
system.
2 people on one
Race
system,
together
guys.
this way.
It's gonna half the frame rate, it looks like.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race.
Online at 24 racers is gonna be ridiculous, man. Oh my god. Man, bro. Playing with friends online, because there's a difference.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived.
Hi, Sarah.
Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world.
Cool.
By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
That's really cool.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
I've got a feeling there's gonna be so many content creators that are like, oh, I'm a Mario Kart World coach now, and you can just mess around in the free roam.
If that's
Oh, cool! Oh, that's so awesome. Even more fun with game chat.
With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Check this out.
They didn't talk about this truck hijacking thing. That's so interesting.
Watch each other's game screens. If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me?
That's kind of funny that the camera just kind of has that.
Bullseye.
The Switch 2 works with any USB-C camera, so
And when
you don't
playing
need the
together
Switch
in
one.
person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
It's pretty insane.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
All right, sizzle real time. That's so cool, hitting the question mark blocks. I love that. Bro, the guitarist and the harmonica guy, they popped off on this song, bro. It's so crazy.
A transcontinental race around the world is just around the corner in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Yep.
A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Boss supplies last. Yeah. Wow, that's the presentation is now finished. Thank you for watching. Wow, very abrupt, very abrupt ending there, huh? Wow, okay. Again, 15 minutes. What could you have really talked about in 15 minutes? So, I've got a feeling I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with that. I think it looks pretty interesting. At the end of the day, I'm going to get Mario Kart World anyway. But, I mean, the general audience, I don't think is going to be too pleased with the content that was at least presented. Because I remember Bill Trinan was interviewed at the Nintendo Switch Experience in New York City. And some people were talking about, hey, Mario Kart World, the open world, it looks vast, it looks very large, but it doesn't look like there's much of anything to really do here in this open world other than just drive around and see the sights for your first time. And Bill Trinan said, well, we've got a direct coming out that we've got a direct that's going to go much more into detail about Mario Kart's open world. And I think after you see that, you're going to be very interested on what to do. And it's going to be super exciting, and you're going to want to play this at launch. And it didn't seem like they really had a whole lot more to really show off about the open world. They have a lot of P-switches. Supposedly there are hundreds, according to their terminology, hundreds of different P-switches across the world, which is really interesting. And there are several question mark panels. What do they do, though? Is it just checking off a list of things that you interacted with? Do you get awards for it? What do you get as an incentive to completing these things? As well as like specialized Peach tokens or something. So what do we do here? For the people that are hoping to get an open zone, like I mentioned, Sonic Frontiers style experience out of this, it might be a little less so than that. I've got the feeling, because at the end of the day, Mario Kart, the core of it is racing. So it's going to be Grand Prix, it's going to be Knockout Tour. And I think that the open world will just be there primarily for just filling out your character selection slots. So not a whole lot I can say on that regard. But hey, I mean, we got a little more information on Mario Kart World. For me personally, I've been kind of digging into all of this stuff for a while now. So I can't really say that there's much of anything new that I've learned from this. But at the same time, they're not making these presentations for the diehards, though, of course, that's part of their audience. It's for the general audience to get more knowledge and more insight on what they're going to be investing in for the next 8 years, the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. So I don't know if there's really all that much more that can be said about this. It's launching in a month and a half. It's crazy to think that the time is just kind of flying by, but that's just where we are right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the Direct. I would love to know your thoughts on it. I hope that the game is as vast and exciting as the trailers have made it lead out to be. Until then, though, we won't know for certain. I'll be continuing to pump out content, doing some live streams. I'll be continuing Sonic Unleashed at some point. Either this weekend, probably not this weekend, it's Easter weekend, or at the beginning or towards the end of next week, probably a Thursday or something like that. I'm probably got stuff I'm doing Friday through Sunday next weekend, but we won't know for certain. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted on that. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me this morning on this. I'll see you guys in the next video, short stream, whatever we do. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys then. Adios.